Xbox Series 10 cares more about 120 FPS gaming than PS5. By Roland Moore Collier. PS5 can't deliver on 120 FPS gaming like the Xbox Series 10, says developer. A developer has claimed that the Xbox Series 10 has the power to run their game at 120 frames per second, while the PS5 can't deliver the same results. That developer is Dynamic Voltage Games, which is working on Orphan of the Machine, a side-scrolling game involving the underwater adventures of a dolphin. Originally touted as an Xbox Series 10 exclusive, the developer will also be bringing the game to the PS5, but it won't run at 4K and 120 FPS. All the Xbox Series X games we know about so far. GeForce RTX 3080 performance leaked, and there's some bad news. Just in PS5 event tip for August 6, an Xbox Series 10 could be in trouble. On paper, the Xbox Series 10 is set to beat the PS5 on sheer power alone, offering 12 teraflops of compute power over the PS5's 10.28 teraflops. It's not been clear how much of a difference that would make. But going by Dynamic Voltage Games' tweet about the PS5 not being able to handle Orphan of the Machine running at 120 FPS, it would seem the 1.72 teraflops difference will be noticeable in some titles. This is the result of Orphan of the Machine not being able to run at 120 FPS on the PS5. Again, I didn't design the PS5 hardware, so I'm not sure why I'm getting blamed for this. Just how many 120 FPS games have been announced for the PS5 anyway? When Dynamic Voltage Games posted on Twitter that Orphan of the Machine will be coming to the PS5 but won't run as fast as it will on the Xbox Series 10, the tweet was met with some vitriol from PlayStation fans. We're only too aware of how vocal PlayStation fans can be, so this reaction wasn't exactly surprising. I announced my Xbox exclusive is going multi-platform, not a single Xbox fanboy complaincy announced that the XBSX version will be the only version that's 120 FPS. Multiple PlayStation fanboys troll the post. Believe it or not, I didn't design the PS5. Your beef is with Sunijuli 2020. But Dynamic Voltage Games decided to tackle the negative response by explaining that it's not down to the developer's decision but that Sony's console at a hardware level doesn't seem to cater for 120 FPS gaming as well as the Xbox Series 10. Microsoft seems to care a lot more about 120 FPS than Sony does, which is why I've catered that feature to the Series 10, Dynamic Voltage Games tweeted, noting that if the resolution was dropped, then perhaps the PS5 would be able to run Orphan of the Machine at 120 FPS. Dynamic Voltage Games did note it's not blaming Sony for the frame rate difference. Rather it said, different hardware, different results, which indicates that while the two consoles share the same AMD-based processor and graphics architecture, they are approaching it in different ways. It could be that the Xbox Series 10 is designed in a way that allows developers to better access its power in order to run games at 120 FPS. However, neither Microsoft nor Sony have revealed many games that will run at 4K and 120 FPS. It's looking that 4K at 60 FPS is going to be the more common target, and the PS5 appears to be able to hit that. Microsoft has its Xbox 2020 event on July 23 where it will showcase a whole range of mostly first-party Xbox Series X games. So we're expecting to get a better glimpse at what the Xbox Series 10 can do. We've already seen Sony show off some upcoming PS5 games, with the likes of Horizon Forbidden West looking spectacular. So even if Sony can't quite deliver on widespread 120 FPS gaming, it's still in an enviable position to deliver next-generation gaming.